This channel is sponsored by patrons like you. Thank you for your support. Hello, everyone. Sorry for being late. Oh, and I can hear myself, so I gotta turn off YouTube. Give me a second here. Here we go. Mute. And we're live. Okay. Yep, there we go. So we are live and we are streaming on YouTube and we are streaming on Twitch. Last time we got a nice view of Tsundere-chan's panties, unintentionally of course. I'm kind of worried about what we're going to see this morning. So, if you guys are watching with me, hello, Toru! How are you? Appears chat is working. Let me go ahead and check OBS to make sure. Yeah, chat is actually working this time. So, chat should be working for OBS. Should be working on OBS. Should be working for Twitch. Should be working for YouTube. And we are streaming on all platforms. You have to pardon me. I'm kind of getting over a cold or a sore throat. So, yeah, let's go ahead and continue the game. Load. 4th day. We're going to Kyoto. Everybody excited? Yeah, I know I am. Let's go ahead and load that up. Now then, are you two ready? Yeah! Wallets? Check. Change of clothes? Check. Okay, in that case, our 1 night, 2 day stay in Kyoto. Let's go! It's let's go in katakana here. Now, as for our itinerary from Tokyo to Kyoto, and notice that Tokyo and Kyoto are mirror reflections of each other. Just spelled backwards. We'll get on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station. The Shinkansen? What? What is it? Are you that fired up about riding the Shinkansen? Of course I am. It's the Shinkansen. The Shinkansen. Not only is it the fastest train in the world, but you can't rely that it's the safest, most technologically advanced train out there. Wow, is it really? It sure is. I mean, I've been hoping to ride the Shinkansen at least once. Wow, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm sure you are. But first, we need to buy our tickets to get on. Sure, let's do it. First, there are several Shinkansen lines when you go to get out of Tokyo. The one that goes to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. Tokaido Shinkansen, right? Done it? Yes, there are also 3 kinds of Tokaido Shinkansen. Okay. These are the Nozomi, the Hikari, and the Kodama. Excuse me. Loving the fact that chat is actually working and I can get to see what all of you guys are saying. Whoops. That's exciting for me. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Okay. Between the two, the Nozomi takes shorter stops at each station than the Hikari. There are about 500 kilometers between Tokyo and Kyoto. The Nozomi takes the trip in about 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes? That's faster than I thought. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount. So if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. Yeah, it is a really fast train. Now, about the ticket. I'm gonna move chat right over here and see if that works. Oh, nope. Sorry, I have this application that helps me keep track of chat. And it doesn't want to overlay the game. Now about the tickets. To ride the Shinkansen, you'll need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then you'll choose between the free seating or reserve seating. A boarding pass and an express ticket. Then free seating or reserve seating. Is it really, Chokin? You really do need to buy 2 tickets just for one person? Okay. A one-way free seating ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yen, but a round-trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round-trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. So says the game. Round trip. Got it. I'll remember that. Now, when you buy them in Japanese JR stations or Japanese rail, Japan rail stations, there are ticket counters called Midori, which means green. Midori no Madoguchi. Larger stations just use vending machines. Also, in some stations, you can purchase tickets from travel agency counters. That's right. When you're using a rail pass, you can't use the Nozomi So be careful. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discount price. Yeah, right? Like, I want the bullet train here in Florida. I really, really, really want that bullet train here. And I need to do some adjustment with my character. Alright, hang on a second. Because, like, I don't know. I had some... ever since Windows Update, things have been going crazy. So I'm just going to turn off my eye gaze. There you go. So that's a bit better. So now my eyes aren't going all over the place. Ah! No! There we go. No! There we go. Okay. Yeah, the system itself is amazing. I believe it. See, I wouldn't mind being able to go from, like, just hop on a train, go from Miami to Orlando to Tampa, and then all the way up to, like, Tallahassee, which is our state capital. I enjoyed the trips I took on those trains. Wait, which trains? On... Okay. Oh, Chokin, feel free to join my Discord server. Wow! Oh, Amtrak? Okay, cool. Oh, right. One-chan, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... So da. One-chan. Okay. Wakatta. I got it. On the right side, right? Wait. What's so special about the right side of the train? Is there something special about the right side of the train? Yeah, you always know what I'm thinking, Oni-chan. One. Sasuga, One-chan. Wakattaru. Seats on the right side. Why? Yeah, that's literally, like, character is reading my mind. Sorewa ne, because... Yes, please tell me why. Nope, I'm not telling you right now. You'll see soon enough. What? Now you've got me curious. Tell me, please. Yes, please. Please tell me. Damn it. Yep. That's exactly what I expect from Tsundere-chan. Feh. Then Makoto. You know Chokin? Okay. Ja, Makoto. No way, One-chan. Don't tell him. Dame yo, One-chan. Hi. Wakatta. Yes, I know. first we'll buy the tickets, then grab our bento and board the train. It's because you're holding up the suspense here. Because what? Because ellipse? Because you throw me an ellipse? We're buying bento before we get on the train? Okay, wait. I'm thinking about this now. If we're heading south from Tokyo, would the reason be because of God, the word is there on the tip of my tongue. That big mountain that they draw in bathhouses, and I know I should know this. They call it something san. I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment. Of course, there used to be a restaurant cars on Shinkansen itself, but as travel times got faster and faster, train companies stopped doing it because there was less of a need to eat a full meal on the train. So, as a sort of replacement, larger stations started selling special bento known as ekiben, eki meaning train, and just ben, that contain the region's specialty food. We'll be going west. Well, yeah, southwesterly direction. Okay, so we'll ride the train. Yeah! Nah! In other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special. That's it. That's it, exactly. Yeah, they'll want to go to see the scenery, but I'm wondering if they're going to, what it is that they're going to see. Oh, by the way, I just remembered, I just hit 200 subscribers today, so if any of you out there are watching, thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. It's not just a mode of transportation, but a part of the journey? Thank you. Now, it's just a march to get to 1,000, but right now I'm setting the bar a little low. My next goal is actually 300. I'm hoping that by the end of this year I can hit 300, and then maybe double that number by next year. This is getting really exciting. So, we just bought our bento and got through the gate. Now, we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. I'm actually looking at Google Maps right now to see where we'll be traveling from, like Tokyo. Kanagawa. So there's Kyoto. You're gonna go past Nagoya. And yeah, you will be heading west, southwest, well, mostly west. So if they're going south and they're going to be sitting on the right side of the train, Yeah, will they be passing Fuji? Will they be passing Mount Fuji? Because I'm trying to figure if they're going to be going to the north of it. Because if they're going to the north of it, then wouldn't it on the way down be on the left side of the train? Or wouldn't it be on the right side of the train? So we just bought our bento. Okay, write that already. Shinkansen, Shinkansen. You're like an excited little kid. Alright. But that day. Here. It's here. So I'm imagining that they're gonna be passing by Mount Fuji. I mean, it's on the way. It's in the Shizuoka Prefecture, which is just southwest, mostly west of Kanagawa. So, whoa, that's the Shinkansen? Yes, it's the newest model, the N700 in 2016. Something else I need to do quick. Ah, here we are. Copy video URL and click through. Yeah, I'm playing the 2016 version. The game is at least about 2 years. 2 years now. The dev is actually working on a newer version. So yeah. Yeah, I need to fix that with the bot. Alright. Back to the game. It's a real thing. Its form looks like it's perfectly streamlined smart train. It's amazing! You can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Okay. Miss your stop. Yeah, like, I'd probably end up in, like, I don't know where. If I fell asleep. Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly one hour? What? An hour? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. An hour? It's even more amazing when you put it that way. I wonder how hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for you to be excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. So, CPU Sony. Okay. Well, that's a lot of ellipses. More ellipses. That's some fancy animation. Do Sokoshi wa that's kanji I can't read yet. So have you calmed down a little? Huh? You're insane! I've been calm the whole time. Oh, no, okay. You're insane! I've been calm the whole time. Lying to yourself, maybe a little. Just a little. Please. You're insane is my line. Toto, nani. Okay. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. We've been on the train for 40 minutes now, and you've been acting crazy the whole time. I am not. Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, it's totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable, you can recline them so far. And even though we're racing at 300 kilometers an hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. Yeah, that's what you call maglev. It's frictionless. Well, nearly frictionless. The only friction you're racing against is the air. Each seat has its own power outlet, and you can even connect to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See, you're totally spazzing out right now. No, enough with the flirting, you two. Oh god, she's catching on to the flirting? Huh? We weren't flirting. Really? From my point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. That's what I'm telling you, we're not. It's going to sound like you were, given how much you were denying it. Come on! Oh, ne-chan. You're always quick to say such strange things. Well, if you watched the last episode, you wouldn't think that was so strange. You know, be honest with you, if I'm like in a strange place, like in Japan, and I'm on a train like this, I'm going to be quiet the entire time and wanting to look out the window, just so that way I have a general idea of where I am. I don't know, it's kind of like a fear of mine of being lost. So, like, not being able to know which point of reference or direction I should go to at least get back to where I need be if I can't return by the same method. Sorry. Anyway, it's about time. Ah. What is it? It's about time for what? Remember earlier when I asked you for seats on the right side of the train? You're going to learn why very soon. Ah. It's in sight, you two. Look. Ah. Fuji-san. Okay. So this one goes south and not to the north of Fuji. Okay. Because going south or north of Fuji would make a difference on which side of the train it was actually going to be on. I would do the same. I'm always super hyper aware of my surroundings and always have a map in hand. Yeah. I mean, I still do it. I mean, I know I have Google Maps now, but like, I don't know, even at like, say if I ran out of battery, what would I do if I ran out of battery? That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji. So, a little lesson here. Uh, this character right over here, um, with this the third kanji character before this character that says yo is means mountain. Now mountain has two readings. You can say yama or san, but you're gonna be like, wait, Tara, don't you refer to people as san? Like, yes, you can, but it just depends on context and situation, and for whatever reason, Japan refers to Mount Fuji as Fuji-san. So, Fuji-san. That snow-crested peak. That gentle slope. Hey, Chokin, are you still here? Because I have a question for you. Is Fuji snow-capped 365, 7 days a week? Or does the snow ever melt? So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence. How can I describe it? To just call it beautiful would feel cliche. It's 3,776 meters tall. The tallest active volcano in Japan. Wait, it's still active? I mean, I haven't heard anything about Fujisan like erupting. I've heard of other ones erupting. Huh? Active volcano? Fuji is an active volcano? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Active? I mean, I know there's a shrine up there near the top of the mountain, but like active? Yes, it is. It last erupted 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago, scientists thought it might have gone. Yeah. Okay. See, I was in the dormant camp when I was a kid. They told us it's a dormant volcano. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano. Okay. That's an active volcano? They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. Well, of course, because, you can see Fuji from Tokyo. That's so far! そんなに When you look at the data, we see that Fuji's eruptions don't have a routine cycle, but the longest it's remained dormant was little under 300 years. Oh. They're due for another eruption. I mean, at least that's what you would think. Because look, it says here, doesn't have an active cycle, but the longest it's remained dormant. 300 years. So, yeah. And as One-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. Yes. Yes, okay. We gotta worry about an erupting volcano. That means it could erupt at any time. Yes. Okay. There are methods to prevent violent eruptions. Please tell me more. I'm intrigued. One meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while other is underlying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mountain or underlying mountain. An undying mountain. So yes, that explanation would suggest that as an active volcano, the ancients thought of it as a living mountain. A living mountain? Can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Okay, well, most eruptions happen because the chamber seals and the pressure builds within it. If the chamber is drilled into to relieve that pressure, then it won't erupt violently. Shadow, that's a really big mountain. Do you think we could, like, drill that far? I mean, we can only go so far into our own crust. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer, around July and August. So if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. Yeah, I know how we get oil, but I don't know. Can we? Oh, yeah, I know, like in the oceans, but there's a surface we can reach down into the ocean and then start drilling. And we're talking about like volcanic rock, like obsidian. Well, obsidian's more like glass, but still. Like, think Minecraft obsidian. I see. Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest mountain. Someday I'd like to climb it for myself. You know, I actually wouldn't mind climbing it as well. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Announcer. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, please be sure to collect your belongings before you disembark. More ellipses, more ellipses, more ellipses. Have we had enough ellipses? Ah, we're here. This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. For over 1,000 years? Yeah, Yellowstone's even scarier. It's like several states. Big. It's like a super volcano. Kyoto became the capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was centered in the Nara prefecture, and the capital would shift around when the head of the state changed. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as the Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for more than 1,000 years. It's a supervolcano, and if it goes, it will alter the North American continent's climate for years. Yeah, if it goes, from my understanding is that it'll alter the landscape of North America forever. Oh, my foot fell asleep. Okay, that city remained as Japan's capital for more than 1,000 years. Such a long time, huh? But... Huh? What's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? Excuse me. In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital in that year. You make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun had the real power in the Edo period, the formal head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. Well, yeah, the entire park is the caldera crater and was the result of the last time it erupted. Yep. So, even during that time, Japanese government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even if it officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka continued to grow as if they were still next door to the capital, right? That's right. I see. So, you could say Kyoto is the city that mountains and traditions forms and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess Kyoto is the first thing I think of when it comes to traditional Japanese culture. But still. But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? For sure. Want a lecture? I go back to class, school. We'll talk about force equals mass times acceleration. How did you know that? Nande wakatta no? So the no particle in this actually transforms it from like apostrophe S instead of it being apostrophe S or being plural or more than one to a question. Because not every question sentence ends with ka. Because we can read your face like a book, right, Aki-chan? There's my bottle of water. My voice is starting to go again. Alright, I'm gonna try to make it through a day in the game, but no promises today. Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. Really? Really? I don't want to hear that from you, Akira. I don't know. I wouldn't want to hear that from either one of you. 'Cause Makoto, Dere-Dere-chan, I've seen you naked. And Akira, I've seen you nearly naked. I don't want to hear or hear that from either one of you. No way, yeah! You know, I'm betting there's going to be a scene with both of them naked, in which I'm going to feel very uncomfortable. A response like that? Wait a minute. You mean you do think of those? Akira! Little Miss Tsundere-chan. No. No, that was just an automatic response, that's all. What? Are you saying you're lacking in womanly charm? Now I know you're flirting with me. You are flirting with me. Stop it. Stop it. Just, no. Stop it. What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? Oh my god, she's blushing even harder. Like, between this one and the last one, like, the blush got brighter. Yeah, things are going to happen. That's, oh... Sore wa te... Baka! Oh, I missed it. Go back to the log. That's... Oh, you idiot. Of course I don't want you to think about it. You perv. You want me to go to menu here and save? Just in case. Yes. We've spent $243 in Japan so far. I told you, I'm not. Really, I'm not. I don't... No. I mean, even in real life, I don't date. I like having friends and acquaintances. Come now, Aki-chan. Let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Yes, I'm very, very interested in the town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all. So it's gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see. Now that you mention it, you know what? It's day 4 and we've gotten past morning and we have had no incidences. I am feeling really good about this because we've already seen these two naked or nearly naked. So, well, as long as you're here, we really should look around. Maybe we should drop our stuff up at the hotel? I mean, it's what I would do. So, let's cut the chit chat and, like, get on with the tour already. Yes, it is. That's what I've been waiting for. それで、まずこから行く? So, where should we start? First, a word of warning about getting around Kyoto. Makoto is the dangerous of the two. She never stopped smiling the whole time. You know what? I didn't pay attention to that. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. But yeah. Oh god. Getting around Kyoto? Yes, Kyoto is dotted with all kind of temples and shrines, so it's surprisingly difficult to get around in. Oh, so there's like less buses and trains and whatnot? Or like do you have to walk everywhere? The easiest method is the bus line managed by the city bus. Okay, I can deal with that. Bus, huh? I'm not good with those. I get motion sick. Yeah, it's also the reason why I don't like riding the bus. Like I have to sit in the front in the like where the handicapped and elderly section is, or just behind that section, or otherwise I get sick and nauseous. It's not as if we'll be on them for very long though, don't worry. The city bus has a day pass that allows you to ride as much as you'd like for 500 yen, or more likely for 500 yen. This is your portion. Wait, she's giving me money? Okay, I'll take your money. I mean, we've already spent $243.10 in Japan. I don't mind you taking me around. Oh, arigato. Oh, thanks. That's my Oni-chan. So well prepared. Tourists mostly use 100. Tourists usually mostly use the 100, the 101, and the 102 bus lines because there are a lot to see along them. Lately, the buses that tourists use most often have been given easily distinguishable car designs and gimmicks. So let's all use the buses a lot. Okay. You know, I wonder if they would let you take, because just as a side thought, like, I would get on a bicycle. But would they let you carry a bicycle on the Shinkansen? Like a full-size bicycle, or would it have to be like a folding bicycle? Oh, okay then. Once more, where should we go first? Let me see. I think that's the best place, don't you? That? Asoko. First, the entry fee. There. I have no idea where we're going. Okay, it looks like, it's Kiyomizu Dera. Uh-huh. So, ellipses. Looks like it might be a Shinto shrine. This is Kiyomizu Dera. Dera, a suffix meaning temple. Okay. Kiyomizu Dera? Oh, wait, there's a clue. I think it's Buddhist. I think it's Buddhist by the kanji. If I'm looking at the kanji and remembering the kanji right, I think this is Buddhist. Before Kyoto was a capital, there are temples that old. There are temples that old? Why do I get the feeling this was like mistranslated or something? Kiyomizu-dera is known for how the main hall bulges out of the side of the mountain. Okay. The main hall has been rebuilt over and over due to fires, but the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old. Huh. It was still built around 400 years ago then. It's standard for a stone built. It's standard. Okay, so this is something I'm obviously thinking to myself. It's standard for the stone buildings of America and Europe to survive that long, but for these Eastern wooden structures to last so long shows the care that goes into them. Yes. I know. Do you know the Japanese phrase, jump from the stage at Kiyomizu? Meaning to plunge headfirst into something? No, I've never heard of that, Akira. The stage at Kiyomizu? It refers to this building? Yes, apparently if you gather up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. The plot thickens! The plot thickens! The plot thickens! They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination. So, are we jumping off a mountain, or are we like jumping onto the stage? I'm confused. From here? But it's really, yeah. Okay. I think we're jumping off a mountain. Yeah, they say some people die trying it. Yeah, no, yeah. Just, what? Why? Are we jumping? Are we committing suicide today? I don't want, not Logan Paul, damn it. Honestly, men are such idiots. Yeah, and Tsundere-chans say stuff like that. I can't help but agree with you there. Okay. As long as we're here, let's go to Otowa waterfall below. The Otowa waterfall? Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams. Okay. The waterfall has existed for over 1,000 years, and back then people said the water could confer wealth or long life, and they loved it. It was like a fountain of youth. Oh, we're not going constantly below me, are we? The Fountain of Youth? Okay, let's check it out. Oh, it's a man-made one. Whoa! There really are 3 trails of water here. Each stream confers its blessing. From right to left, they confer academic success, health, and love, respectively. So if I go, I'm going for the first one. Maybe a little bit of the second one. academics, health, and love. So then, starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it. Okay, so let's start from the water of academics. Gulp, gulp. Now the water of health. Then the water of love. Okay. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Woo! It's delicious. It really could be the fountain of youth. Oh no, it's the ellipses. It's the ellipses. Opa, they're both not saying anything. Huh? Now that I think about it, you guys only drank from Health and Love springs, and none of them from the academics one. How come? Well, right. Oh, well, right? だって、ね。Yes. What? You both look so serious. The truth is, it's said that anyone greedy enough to try to drink from all three rivers will be denied their blessings. Oh. What? Wait, is it true? Yes, I'm sorry to say. Yep. No way! Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because it wouldn't have been funny. And now she's laughing at me. Tsundere-chan. Tsundere-chan over here, on my right. She's finding us hilarious. Not so much for Dere-Dere-chan. Sorry about that. Gomen nasai ne. So I didn't earn any blessings today? I could have used the blessings in love at least. Okay. Though now I think about it, Makoto and Akira both drank from the love spring. Dun dun dun! Okay, ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Nothing was said. And we are charged entry fee, $4. First the entry fee, there. Okay, where are we? Now our next Kyoto sightseeing spot is here. Yes! There's like pictures of this at my school. And like on the East Campus Writing Center, they have a picture of this at Valencia. And whenever I'm in there, I can't help but to stare at it. Whoa! This is Kinkaku. Kin meaning gold. Kinkaku Ji. Ji is a suffix meaning temple, an alternative reading of Dira. So, yeah. It's a temple that's covered in gold leaf. with a golden, I believe a swan at the very top, or no, crane. A golden crane on the top up there. Kinkaku. The kin and kinkaku, yep. As I thought, is a reference to the grand golden color of the temple, but that's just its nickname. What's its real name? I know it. It's Roku Onji, right? That's right. If you really know your stuff, Aki-chan. Hold your applause until the end. I still know a lot more about Roku on Roku on G. Then why don't you tell us about it, Akira? Leave it to me. The fact is, there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and it fell into ruin. Then around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it and built a new temple, which he called the Roku-on-ji. Wow! Is that really what happened? Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute. Why are you asking One-chan for confirmation? Well, she's the smart one, so that would be why. And you're like the tough one. No reason, just wanted to be sure. Let me tell you, this is not all I know. I also know that when the temple was completed, the grounds around it were larger, and it completely burned down once. Burned down? The temple? Was it a war or what? Psst, sorry, it burned down just 60 years ago. It was arson. Arson? You mean someone set fire to it? Yeah, in 1950 by a monk still in training. Ooh, wait, was it a Buddhist monk? No, because, like, if it was a monk, you gotta wonder what the motives are. A monk committed... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A monk committed arson? I mean, I knew it burned down, but I didn't know who. That's right. The temple was already a famous national treasure at the time, so it was called a so it caused a huge stir. I see. That makes sense. Then a world famous author named Mishima Yukio wrote a novel about it. The name of the novel is, of course, Kinkakuji. Wow, Akira, you really know a lot about Kinkakuji. I told you, I knew a lot about it. So have you read the novel? I saw that sweat. Night. No. Ria, oh dear. Mishima Yukio's Kinkaku has been translated into many other languages, so you should read it if you get a chance. Sure, I will. He probably wrote it after visiting the place for himself, so it should be more interesting now than if it had read it beforehand. I'll be sure to look around for it when I get home. I think I might try to read it when I get home too. Mm-hmm. Akira. I'm sure you will. I see. I think you would get a lot out of it, Aki-chan. The Kinkakuji? Huh? The walls are covered with gold leaf, so it's as gold as the same as the name suggests. Kin, like I suggested. Kin, meaning gold. I heard the ancient Europe referred to Japan as Japan, the land of gold. But looking at this, I can see why Marco Polo would have felt that way. Yes. What do you think of Kyoto so far? Let's see. At first, I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. But the more we walk around, the more I feel the traditional atmosphere seeping in all over. That's right! Kyoto has a lot of temples and shrines, so you can walk from temple to temple and shrine to shrine. Just walking around can give you a deep impression of the town. Yeah, that's really true. But how do I say this? It's more than that. There's like, even among the smaller shops in town, so many of them sell traditional craft goods. So that also gives me the impression of a town that values its history. That's true. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole protects its traditions. I think that's what makes it so amazing. Preserving history while taking in new life, huh? But now that I think about it, I think Tokyo has a similar sort of atmosphere. With Kyoto, it just feels a whole lot sharper. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself. That's it. That's it. There's one thing that surprised me in coming to Kyoto. The fact that you guys dragged me to Kyoto? Surprised you? What is it? You know, the language. Language? I see, because it's not like Tokyo Japanese. That's right, it's a dialect, right? The ancient and the words, the accent and the words people use here are nothing like the Japanese I'm used to. That's true. People in Kyoto, Osaka, and Kobe all speak what's called Kansai-ben. It's the dialect that I actually want to study. But yeah. Kansai-ben. Yes, Kobe, Osaka, and Kyoto all have their own dialects, but the general term for it is Kansai-ben. Kansai being the region, and ben being dialect. Kansai-ben, I see. It's hard for even native Japanese to imitate Kansai-ben. It's a unique way of speaking. I see, but should I say, it feels like it has its nuances that I don't hear in Japanese of Tokyo. That's true. It's fast-paced and kind of funny. That's right. When you listen to it on an exchange, It almost sounds like they might burst out laughing. You remember what I said before, that Kyoto was the capital of Japan long ago? Well, that was going on. The city Osaka was also developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their lives around merchant culture. So I think their language developed around the interaction between a shop owner and customer. That's interesting. Making the customer feel comfortable is so important in the business world. You mean they make them laugh so that they relax and feel more like buying things? Good question. It's just my own speculation, but I do wonder if it's true. The real Kansai has done a lot to develop comedians and comedy culture, so you might hear Kansai Ben on TV too. Now that I think about it, it sounds really cute when girls speak it too. You're really trying to get them to speak the Kansai Ben. Whatever, moving on. We don't speak Kansai Ben. Does that mean you don't think we're... Yeah! That's a trap. That's a trap. That's not it. That's not what I was trying to say at all. So, you're saying you wish we both spoke Kansai Ben? That's right, exactly what I mean. That's exactly the same compliment. Same complaint. Even without speaking Kansai Ben, I think we make a good comedy team, don't you? Uh-oh. She doesn't look happy. And it's the ellipses here are telling me that she's staying silent. More ellipses for me. And end of awkward silence. Anyway, we have one more place to go today. It's very close to where we are now. What kind of temple is it this time? Oh my, we're not going to a temple. Really? Then where are we? Ta-da! This is Kyoto's premier entertainment district, Gion. Should I be concerned that some of the walls here are painted red? Is this like the red light district? Wow, the buildings here have an older, more refined feeling to them. Gion is the gateway to Yasuka Shrine, so it's basically a town that popped up along the road to the shrine. Should I be I'm feeling very concerned, Shadow, please. The name Gion comes from the fact that the Yasuka Shrine was once known as the Gion Shrine. Okay, I see. So there's something on the street? Like what? Well, it's certainly a beautiful street and it has refined atmosphere, but isn't it there like a famous building or yeah, there's nothing like that here, but in its place. Oh, look. There, walking towards us. Walking? Ah. There's a woman walking towards us. With tiny red lips. Geisha! 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 Okay. So, fun fact, true story. Um, my grandmother had a picture of a geisha over her bed, and like I thought that was like one of the most prettiest things um that she had. It was like a full size poster. It was really pretty. And such, yeah, a beautiful kimono. High class geisha. Is that a high class geisha? Sort of. Geisha is used only in Tokyo and Kyoto. They're called geiko. Geiko. Yes, it's yes, and young apprentice geiko are known as Michael. She looks young. She's probably a Michael. Ah, she just turned to us and bowed. She's so cute. Hey, One-chan, I hear back in the day, Michael were girls around 10 years old. Is that true? That is what they say. 10 years old? They started that young? Yes, that was because Maiko and Geiko would play instruments at banquets, sing, and dance. They were like flowers used to add life to a party. And men of high standing and rank would come to them. So in order to keep them from offering anyone, they received strict instruction in discipline and manners from a very young age. That's the kind of system it was. So for all its beauty, their world was a harsh one too. Yes, however, it's now seen as problematic for a child to work so hard. Nowadays, you can't begin Maiko training until you finish school, which would be 20. I saw on TV once that there were fewer and fewer women who wanted to become Maiko, too. I guess that's true in all countries. Jobs that were standard long ago are gradually declining. It's too bad, but... yeah... but the TV also said that people seem to want to do it more now compared to before. But they say that the training is so strict that many people just up and quit. Just because you want it doesn't mean you'll succeed. But Maiko and Geiko are part of an amazing culture. There must be more people who want to carry it on. That's it. As long as we're here, why don't we call a Geiko-san tonight? And unfortunately, that's not possible. What? What? Why? Why? Why is this a thing? Huh? Why not? The girls will refuse first-time customers. Most people have to be referred by an existing customer. I see. There are some exceptions lately, and I've heard there are some events where you can hire a Geiko for a brief period of time. But it probably takes a lot of money, right? I see. I guess that's true. Yeah, I understand that. It was just an idea. I can tell you're pretty upset about it just from the way you're talking. Maybe just a little. I told you I was joking. I don't think you were. Anyway, yep, she's okay. All right, I think I'm beginning to understand what's going on here. Makoto is trying to get her sister hooked up with me in this entire trip. And she's cheering for her. Anyway, as long as we're here, we should stop by the Yasuka Shrine, then back to our hotel. Okay. Whew. The Yasuka Shrine sure was beautiful. Well, let's head to our hotel for the night. But of course, we're not going to see the shrine. Sounds good. Just what kind of hotel are we staying at? Oh God. Don't tell me. Is it going to be a love hotel? Are there love hotels in Kyoto? Hey, Oni-chan. Are you sure it's down this way? Yes, I'm sure it's just a little further. Wow, this looks like a regular civilian street. Is there really a hotel in this area? Wait, are we going to Ryokan? True. Oh, there it is. Here. Huh? This is... It really looks like... Isn't this just someone's house? It looks that way, doesn't it? But this is a very fine inn. Wow! They call them Kyomachiya, or Machiya. Kyoto was originally a castle town, so there were a lot of buildings like these where merchants and artisans would use them both as a work and living space. As time passed, they've deteriorated, and more of them have been demolished. Yeah. Oh no. I see where this is going. Shadow, please. Don't. No. Don't tell me. But recently, there had been a movement to reinforce these old buildings and renovate them into something new. Okay. But the quality of the old days remains. For instance, the outer facade is different from the building we live in today. Right? It takes things like not letting you see in from the outside and keeping cats and dogs from peeing on the walls into consideration. Okay. They've even worried about cats and dogs? Isn't it funny? So now there are a lot of inns that make use of the old Kyomachiya. This is one of them. So this was originally an artisan house? It's entirely possible. This is an inn. A lot of Japanese hotels charge by person rather than by number of rooms. But the machiya are more mainstream and charge. We're all sharing a single room. We're all sharing a single room. We're all sharing a single room. That's what's going to happen here, isn't it? We're all going to share a single room. Oh no. Okay. So, if you're staying with your friends or family, they're your best bet. Yeah, you're my friends. It would be really bad if they're up to shenanigans. I have a feeling that these two are up to shenanigans with me, and that I'm just for the ride. On the other hand, they don't feed you, so you may have to prepare food yourself or pick it up somewhere. I'm okay with this. But I get to stay in a place that's pure Japan, so I don't mind at all. That's true. And even without that, Kyoto has a lot of delicious restaurants. Okay? Well, let's go inside. Oh, look. Huh? Ah! Ow! 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 Are you okay? Yeah. These buildings were made with the heights of old-time Japanese people in mind, so the ceilings are very low. That means tall men and foreigners have to be careful, otherwise they'll bump their heads like you did. Yep. Also, the houses themselves are very small, the stairs are narrow, and sometimes steep, so be careful. So we're staying in essentially a dollhouse. I got it. I'll be more careful while moving around. Wow! What are you shouting for? You know, Akira, this house is so small. You don't really need to say it so loudly. And it's all tatami? All the furniture is made out of wood? Whoa, there's a tiny garden too. Look at the bathtub, it's also made out of wood. This is great. This is real Japan. Uh-huh. Sure. Hey, it's not worth yelling about. Ow! I told you. Our time in Kyoto. It had its own appeal, totally different from Tokyo. Our hotel might be more humble than the halls where Geiko performed, but it was still a nice place. The food in Kyoto tastes completely different from the food in Tokyo, too. Kyoto was a nice place, not at all inferior to Tokyo. But being here for just one day doesn't seem like enough to experience it all. We're going back to Tokyo tomorrow, and in 3 days I'll be heading home. I've got to make the most of Japan in the time I've got left. Okay, guys, so we're done for today. We're gonna go ahead and save. Because, yeah. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon. Ja, matte ne.